How we doing, Chicago? My name is Staff Sergeant Bell. I'm with the United States Marine Corps. With the 184th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Jerell Adams, tight end, South Carolina.
Have it, 6'5", 250 pounds, 421 catches or receiving yards this past year. Lance, your thoughts?
I think he's one of the combination tight ends in this draft. When I say that, I mean a guy who can get up the field, make catches vertically, can challenge up the field as a pass catcher, but also showed some stick as a run blocker. He's not afraid. Don't let that little thin lower body fool you. He's not afraid to stick his nose in and block a little bit. So, quite frankly, a little surprised that he lasted this long. Good quality selection for the Giants.
I was impressed with his week of work at the Senior Bowl. He is someone, when you go back and look at the history of the Giants, and particularly the last decade, they've done a great job of developing tight ends. In this system that Ben McAdoo wants to play, a catch-and-run system, a lot of quick passes, the tight end needs to be athletic. He needs to be able to move after the catch. Jerell Adams could be a guy that ends up being a better player than we envisioned when he's drafted in the 6th round.
When it comes from what we're seeing in the college game with tight ends and how we're seeing them being used in the pros, how difficult of a transition is that?
I mean, there's a bit of a transition, but what the New York Giants like to do is they like to spread the field. We saw them do it with Larry Donnell. He made him a guy that scored 3 touchdowns on a Monday night game against the Washington Redskins. He's suffering an injury. If they follow the blueprint, the New York Giants have always taken either late round or undrafted free agents and made them into stud tight ends. He could be the next guy to go, Jerell Adams.
You know, one of the things I think is interesting is I don't think the NFL, there's a transition period like Bucky mentioned, but I think what's happening right now is the NFL is basically saying we're going to adjust our game to the college players coming out. Let's adjust our game to the talent. And you see more and more teams taking advantage of these matchup tight ends and saying if that's who they are, then that's who we need to use them as. And I think that's smart. Why try to use them as anything else other than what they are?
Also, remember, teams copy what they see in their division. Jordan Reed's impact last year for the Washington Redskins has led every offensive coordinator in that division to look at the tape and see, is there a player that I can use in a similar fashion to create that kind of production for my offense?